our first broadcast, our first episode of every week, we endeavor to get you and us started off on a positive foot. Started in the right direction, if you will, with a balanced perspective. So much negative news around us. We're so grateful that Kuby Energy presents Positive Reflections. I love this one from Tim. Tim sent me an email. He said, Ryan, he sent this to us about a week ago. Earlier this afternoon, I'm sitting at my desk. I decided I needed a Timmy's fix. Needed a coffee to get me through the afternoon, so I drove over to the one nearest by, and as I pulled into the drive-thru, I spotted a large gathering of bikers in the adjacent parking lot. They're wearing patches, and my mind immediately went to wondering which outlaw biker gang it was. I even said to myself, motorcycle enthusiasts wouldn't be in a parking lot at like 1:45 on a Tuesday. They'd be at work, right? He goes, but I was curious. Like, what were they? Were they like 1%ers or what was the deal? So I swung around into the parking lot and did a drive-by. And as one of them turned around, I read the patch on his vest. Bullying ends. And as soon as I got back to my office, I Googled it, and it turns out they are a motorcycle club, far from outlaws, though. They volunteer their time. They'll be contacted by concerned parents whose kids are being bullied and struggling with life. And this group of heartwarming men and women will show up in full biker regalia to surprise the kids at school. They'll talk to them. They'll let them ask questions, and I would imagine send a pretty clear message to the bullies, too. He says, so here's the real talk. It was pretty easy for me to be judgmental. If I had turned left and left that parking lot, I would have left assuming that I was right. They were outlaws, probably criminals. But instead I was curious. I hung a right, and I let my curiosity play out. And when I realized I'd been so quick to judge them on how they looked, I'll be honest, I was pretty disappointed in myself. He says, in a time of extreme division, it's easy to be negative, but oftentimes there's more to a situation than meets the eye. So with that in mind, I will leave you with this quote from Walt Whitman. And he says, yeah, I heard it on Ted Lasso. Be curious, not judgmental. Tim says, I know I feel better for it. One love to all the real talkers out there. That from Tim. Tim, I love it. Thanks so much for that. And this one from Kim, who had us all doubled over in laughter. Kim reached out to us, sent us this tweet. She said, meow Dieu. She said, take a look at these election signs. She says, Jespo, this is my positive reflection. I have, she says, I hate cats, says Kim. So this is my meow culpa to all the cat-loving Real Talk RJ fans. These are election signs featuring cats leading up to the most recent federal election. These are hilarious. You've got this one here featuring Gustav running for the Liberal Party. And what about this one? This one, you had my boy running for the Conservatives and Sheldon, that feline, running for the New Democrats. This is absolutely hilarious stuff. What about Chat Québécois, Moose, the elected hopeful for the BQ? Kim, whether you love cats or maybe don't love them quite as much, I thought that was a perfect selection for positive reaction. Hey, you know that Positive Reflections is better with a little animal content every once in a while, my friends. You can send us your emails, your tweets. Make sure you label them as Positive Reflections. And make sure you tune in the first episode of Real Talk every week to see if your positive reflection is featured. Presented by Kuby Energy. Coming up tomorrow, we'll talk to Canadian musician Cadence Weapon, the winner of the Polaris Music Prize, and a good friend of mine. I'm looking forward to that. Plus, more to come this week. You will not want to miss Friday's show. The top 5 polling candidates in Calgary's mayor's race and 4 of the top 5 in Edmonton. We invited all 5. Will join us for 10-minute one-on-one interviews with me as we get closer to Election Day. That's Monday the 18th. It's a 1-episode election extravaganza. We're very much looking forward to it. Have a great Monday, friends. Thanks for joining us today. Our thanks again to Dr. Wing Lee, Dr. Raj Sherman, and the great Peter Mansbridge. We'll talk to you soon.